Yeah. Underdog, freaky, at the vex. Nigeria is stuck with leaders who can move this country forward. But if you talk, you go die. If you no talk, you go die. I'd rather talk. Anytime I talk, then they try to stop me. Arrest me, they want me. Whatever that you send them, no send, they go stop you. Arrest you or kill you. But if they kill the messenger, they no go fit kill the message. My people just they suffer, suffering and smiling. Hey, vagabonds in power. They want me, they want you. Government in power. It don't tell them they play also. The vagabonds in power. They want me, they want you. The government in power. It don't tell them they play also. Yes, every little thing when I see, I go talk. Every little thing when you see, make you talk. My ancestors. But if you kill the messenger, you know go fit kill the message. My people just they suffer, suffering and smiling. Hey, vagabonds in power. They use me, they use you. This government in power. It don't take them, they kill us. So wake up, make on wake up. Make you shine your eyes. Oh yeah, get up, make on get up. This one no be eyes. We they pray without action. You know go walk up. Some day fast without action. You know go walk up. I say the only thing we go walk with action, no, na revolution.
Alright, thank you very much, Larry Safari. The video of that song is coming out soon. Title is Vagabond in Power. Thank you so much, Larry Safari. You know, he's always representing and doing very well. Tonight I'm on Wike, and the reason I'm coming back on Wike is simple. Today I saw Wike come on TV, on AIT, trying to justify, and he's been trying to do this since yesterday. Going everywhere on the media trying to justify his action. I understand what this is about. That is just trying to not all look back, because all the trolls he sent out on the internet were already overwhelmed, because people already lashed onto them to say, come, in the eye of the blind, in the city of the blind, or in the land of the blind, it is the one-eyed man that is the leader. So if all of you are clapping for Nyesom Wike for demolishing and going to the extreme to demolish, to take that infamous action, and you are defending it, then there's a problem with us as a people. And it's just the same way you see your liberator, you see him, you call him your enemy. You see your oppressor and you clap for him. It's Stockholm syndrome. So Nyesom Wike trying to justify the infamous act of demolishing properties of citizens in the states makes him look more petty by the day. It's not only childish. I don't want to use, extreme words, because two wrongs don't make a right. I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be too petty. But what he did, trying to justify that action because he doesn't want to look bad. After all, he wasn't supposed to do that before. Why suddenly is now trying to look for media attention to be clarifying why he did what he did? Only you want to be the complainant, the prosecutor, the judge, and the executor of your judgment. Abba, Mr. Alpha and Omega, Ilenyo. Okay, so after the following are the questions that Wike is supposed to answer. Number one, have you finished investing in housing so that you can have enough houses for all citizens? So the few people who have invested in trying to create properties or build properties, you are demolishing them, and you are still trying to justify them. No, I mean, what sort of human being is that? Little wonder the white people say if you give power to the black people, they will use it to kill themselves. And you have just demonstrated what they are saying. That if you give power to a black man, he will use it to kill everybody. If you are black in skin, must you be black in your skull? And then it takes me back to when Nyesom Wike was the minister for education that was under Jonathan. I don't know why I don't know why we always end up with having wrong people in position of why do our governments and people in government why do they always like to put very stubborn, obstinate, sadists in position? And I remember that when he was Minister for Education, every meeting he held with ASU executives always ended stalemates. He always stamped up from his chair because he wasn't interested in solving problems after all. And what you people call governance that you clap for in Rivers State, I'm very disappointed. What you clap for is very wrong. These people are not interested in governance. In fact, the reason Nyesom Wike is doing what he's doing is because he is not interested in providing palliatives to the people or giving money. What his colleagues or his mates or his contemporaries abroad are doing is that while they are keeping people safe at home, they are investing in healthcare and they are checking on people and also giving money to them so that they will not even have to go. And they are not enforcing it the way you are enforcing it. The governors are not going on the streets. Go to America. Governors, mayors are not going on the streets trying to arrest who is offending, who is moving out and all that. They are busy checking on people, giving them palliatives. But you are here trying to go and be arresting people on the road, showing muscle. And the reason is very simple. They are trying to distract people from their own failure. Because you don't want to give, because people are complaining that there is no lockdown possible if they don't go out on a daily basis to go and hand for themselves. You now want to distract people from complaining about your failure. You now say you want to enforce lockdown just to distract people from what you are supposed to do, which you have failed to do. And it has always been like that. And it is not only Wike, even from the federal level, from the federal government to the state government to the local government. All of these are attempts just to distract people from asking for palliatives. So because you don't want to do it and you want to distract attention just to appear as if you are working, whereas you are doing nothing. So you are punishing people just to distract, to take their attention away from asking for their rights. So do you see what we are talking about? So it smacks of irresponsibility. And then back to what I was talking about when Nyesom Wike was Minister for Education. The ASU strike was so protracted because Wike never allowed any meaningful outcome of the meetings. He was always busy trying to force his own decision on everybody. They just want people to remain stupid. They don't want to invest in health sector. They don't want to invest in education. They were busy keeping the money to go and prosecute election in the states. So the money they were supposed to give to ASU to resume school then, they were stockpiling the money to go and use for election for him to become governor. So ASU strike was so protracted, and the students whose future were being toyed with, because they have failed to invest in their education, their brains have become black. They are clapping for Wike, for distracting their attention away from asking for palliatives. They don't want you to ask for palliatives. That's why they are trying to distract you by trying to go on the road to do showmanship, to go and say he's enforcing lockdown order, and you are supposed to be clapping for them. Then it simply means that they have achieved their aim and purpose of trying to make the citizens stupid by deliberately not investing in education. Because it is only a stupid set of people that will be clapping for infamous acts, demolishing properties, when you are supposed to be busy providing palliatives. So only a stupid people will be clapping for such acts. And they have achieved their aim of keeping you uneducated, keeping you unenlightened, keeping you unexposed. Because if you were exposed, you will know what the contemporaries of Wike are doing in America. They are providing, but people are receiving alert, they are getting support. Nobody is enforcing stay at home. If you come out, if you don't wear nose mask, we chastise you, we beat you. Can you imagine that? So you are here clapping for clapping for somebody who is acting like, who is manifesting reverse psychology. I don't want to use word that you know what it means, because if somebody is not out of their mind, how would you say the next thing you want to go and do is to go and be demolishing people's properties? And we have also seen the act of the police officers. Police officers decided parading people, saying we are announcing it as if it was an achievement. Oh, today we arrested 21 people for failure to use nose mask. We also impounded 15 vehicles in the process of effecting the COVID-19 lockdown directive. Those that were found to be driving, against the rule, we impounded their vehicles. They are now parading people as if it's an achievement. Really? And let me even review that they don't even want this lockdown to be over, because they are confused. They are out of anything to do. They don't even want to govern anybody in the first place. They don't want to be responsible. So they are happy that people are locked indoors. They don't want people to come out because they are not even ready to govern the states. They just want to be there as emperor. They don't want to be responsible. So the moment this lockdown is over now, the police, you see them, they cannot even go and fight Boko Haram. They can't stop crime. They can't do anything. So they are happy that the lockdown is the best way to keep the crimes lower. You know, they are trying to they believe that with more of the lockdown, at least the state looks governed with the lockdown. It looks under control with the lockdown. So they don't even want the lockdown to go. So police is now flexing muzzle on TV, parading people for not wearing nose mask. And that is an achievement, Nigeria Police Force. Shame on you. That's an achievement. Shame on you, police. That's why I love this song, Vagabonds in Power, just released by Larry Safari. The video is coming out soon. We'll upload it. Listen to it and enjoy it. You know, so it is not only Wike, it is from the federal government to the states to the local government. Every tier of government in Nigeria, all of them are like that. They are not ready, and it does not have to do with party. APC and PDP, they are all the same set of people. They are not ready for any work. Any work. Grossly irresponsible people that you put in position. They are not ready for any work. So to distract you, they will now start sending police and army out. They will now start dividing our opinions and attention. He tried. He's an active governor. He went out to go and enforce lockdown. Really? He did not go out to go and give money to people that are hungry. He did not go out to check on the hospitals to see how many people actually need healthcare at this time, who are unable to access the medical facilities because of the lockdown. He is not doing that. He is looking for who does not wear nose mask up and down. Is that not a shame? And I was told he is a lawyer. That Wike is a lawyer. So he must have been educated. So what kind of education did he have? I wonder. You know, and he was also the Minister of Education in your country. That is why you went on strike, and instead of ending up at 4 years, you ended up at 5 years in your university. After strike was so protracted then, when he was Minister of Education. So the money they were supposed to vote, for ASU to return to school then, they were stockpiling it for Wike to go and use to prosecute election in the state before he became governor. And they are holding the future of students to ransom. And if you look at the quality of stupid people that they have been able to breed, some of them are here. Somebody is asking me to talk about my state. You know, that is what they have succeeded in doing to their brain. They have removed the brain cells, the tissue. You know, they have removed the tissue of brain in their brain. They cooked indomie and replaced it. So they will come on here and say, talk about your own state. blind people. And in the line of the blind, it is one hired man like Wike that governs them. You see what we are talking about? Okay, at any rate, I'm not entertaining calls tonight, alright? Oscar and Acho, you see them? These are the quality of people we are talking about. So these are Wike's children now. Oscar and Acho says I should shut my mouth up. Okay, no worries. Let me pray for you. Because we have reports that there are some people in that state. Like I saw a video yesterday of a woman. She was dying, and there was no movement to get to the hospital, no ambulance, nothing whatsoever, and the hospital was not even going to receive her. The husband had to struggle to carry her to take her to the hospital. We don't know what happened afterwards, whether the hospital even accepted her or not. We don't even know. So Oscar, I want to pray for you that may that happen to your wife, so that we can all clap for Wike together. I also want to pray that all of those things Wike is doing, including your house, one of these days, if Wike does not demolish it, rain will demolish it, so that we can clap for the rain too. So let us, everything that you are saying Wike is doing well, even though he's doing nonsense, let us pray that it happen to you, so that we can all together clap for Wike. Amen. So shall it be. Let me move on to other comments. Oscar and Acho says Tinubu came out with bullion van. Okay, you were deaf when we were all condemning Tinubu. You were deaf then, Abi. All right. Abel says amen. Rukaya says amen. You see, they are on your matter. They don't launch on your matter. Next time you don't come on my show and be talking rubbish. You use your brain first of all. Malik is saying amen. Olofinka says amen. So very soon for Wike, when his stupidity shall bring about a very bad omen to your family, Mr. Oscar, because you are very insensitive for making that kind of statement. If you have a family, if you have a woman in your family, you will not be saying that kind of rubbish. We are talking about people who are affected by lockdown without any window for people who have genuine cases to move. You are talking rubbish. If you have brain at all, you won't be saying such a thing. Anyways, I digressed. Let's come back to our matter. So Nigeria police started going out, flaunting their muzzle, flexing their muzzle, acting as if they are walking, arresting people because they don't have nose mask, and they themselves are not even wearing the nose mask. See the belly of this one. They will be acting as if they are walking. They are doing nothing. So they are now acting as if they are on top of, they are calling press conference, calling the press. They are parading people who did not wear nose mask. As if, and we are supposed to clap for them. That is an achievement. People who are hungry, they don't have anything to eat. They don't have anything to eat, so they have to struggle to go out. There are some people, if they don't work in a day, they can't guarantee what they will eat the next day, and their families. You did not provide any window for them, and as they are trying even to make effort to go out, you are arresting them, and you are parading them before the media, and you are flexing muscle that you have worked. Is that governance? No, is that the definition of governance? Is that what your mates, your contemporaries are doing abroad, Mr. Governor? We have not even seen Buhari. We no longer even see Buhari. That one has disappeared completely. We don't see Buhari again. We don't know where Osimba just were about. All of them disappeared into thin air. And then suddenly it is Wike trying to show like the new sheriff in town, complaining, prosecuting, judging, and executing at the same time, all by himself, the Alpha and Omega. And he himself was not even wearing mask. In that video we showed yesterday, he himself was not even wearing mask, and he's arresting people that are not wearing mask. No, how stupid! Only yesterday there was news filtered that a police officer died of COVID-19 in Ogun State. So you are forcing, you are using the zombies, the police, to be arresting people You are forcing them to be arresting people. The policemen themselves were reluctant. They were not. They just had to do it. You are forcing them to be touching people who are potential carriers of the virus. You are leading them to be. You are doing ground on the road, opening your chest, doing like you are one kind of bar. No, anybody who is not ready to be criticized should quit governance, because we must criticize you. Even Donald Trump gets criticized. So whoever does not want to be criticized should quit. So anybody that does not want to be criticized is not fit to be in government. Anyways, let me quickly see the comments and then I close it. Well, Ambrose Adishi believes that Nyesom Wike did well. Okay, be a law-abiding citizen. And so, if a traffic offender is given the sledgehammer, somebody commits an offense, do you kill your child for committing an offense? No. Every offense has a corresponding punishment. Somebody commits traffic offense, for instance, there's a punishment for it. You don't kill somebody for committing traffic offense, do you? It does not attract maximum prison or sentence. So you now come and say because the hotel was having some people in it, the next thing is to go and break the property down, to demolish the business, and we are supposed to clap? No, that is just sheer distraction now. The things he was supposed to be using his attention to do are wrong. The things he was supposed to be doing is checking on the citizens, giving them palliatives. No, if you lead by example, people will stay at home. No, if you give them a good reason to stay at home, nobody likes to even go out in the first. Not everybody likes to go out in the first place. But if you don't give them the good reason to stay at home, they will definitely come out. No, don't give your child food at home and tell him not to go out. Day 1, day 2, day 3. You just come day 4, you see that he's no longer in the house. He will either go through the window or the roof. You know. So at any rate, that is, let him fix what he has demolished. This is not military regime. He has failed humanity. Absolutely. Beheading is not cure for headache. Absolutely. They attack his workers with gun and you want him to smile. Well, that is not true. The guy spoke yesterday. Alright? You said he attacked somebody with gun. What was the beginning of it? No, you only want to come and paint it as if the guy is one evil. So even if he attacked somebody with gun, who did he kill? Can you present them? I'm not holding brief for him. I don't even know him. But you can seal off the place. Yes, you can arrest him. So the effort you are putting in demolishing the place, that effort can be put in sealing off the place, finding the guy, then prosecute him properly. You are going to demolish it for what? That's too extreme. And he was even supervising it. I know now. So Paul Emmanuel says evil will always welcome evil. Yeah, of course. They are already defending it. You know. You're such a coward. I'm watching from USA. They are so sorry. I didn't see that. I'll come back to it. I don't believe either the owner of the hotel, and I don't believe Governor Wike. But that action was too extreme. Seal up the place. Get the guy arrested. Prosecute him. The primary function of a governor or government is to protect lives and properties. So it is reverse when you are the one destroying properties and lives. That is wrong. The likes of Oscar Iheanacho, they are the type of people that make Rivers State a laughing stock in the international. Yeah, you are making your state a laughing stock, that you are even coming out to defend such a thing. You are an embarrassment. You are a disgrace to your qualification, if you have education at all. So That's just it. That's all I have to tell you, Oscar, because you're an embarrassment. You are a disgrace to your school. Which school did you attend? And I pray whatever you have supported happens to you also, by the grace of Almighty God. Anyways, I'll just say, yeah, you can say by words of mouth that you are better than me. You have not said anything. I mean, if yeah, it is true that you are better than me in stupidity, because if this is what you are defending, then you are truly better. Now I can't do better than you in terms of stupidity, Oscar. I cannot do better than you. So you have it. I give it to you. You win. You are more stupid. I agree. Defend him now. I've said it from the beginning. I said it from the beginning that a one-eyed man, you know, is the leader in the line of the blind. You are one of the blind statistics that we are talking about now. So Wike is a one-eyed man in your town. So I understand your category of people. So there's no point. So anyways, at this point, I'm gonna have to just run it up, and I give it to Oscar again. Let me close it by giving Oscar this song again by Larry Safari, Vagabond in Power. Enjoy it.
Underdog, freaky, at the vex. Nigeria is stuck with leaders who can move this country forward. But if you talk, you go die. If you no talk, you go die. I'd rather talk. Anytime I talk, then they try to stop me. Arrest me, they want me. Whatever that you send them, no send, they go stop you. Arrest you or kill you. But if they kill the messenger, they no go fit kill the message. My people just they suffer, suffering and smiling. Hey, vagabonds in power. They want me, they want you. Government in power. It don't take them, they play also. The vagabonds in power. They want me, they want you. The government in power. It don't take them, they play also. Yes, every little thing when I see, I go talk. Every little thing when you see, make you talk. My ancestors. But if you kill the messenger, you no go fit kill the message. My people just they suffer, suffering and smiling. Hey, vagabonds in power. They use me, they use you. The government in power. You don't take them, they kill us. So wake up, make on wake up, make you shine your eyes. Oh yeah, get up, make on get up. This one no be eyes. We did they pray without action. You no go walk up. Some day fast without action. You no go walk up. I say the only thing we go walk with action, no, na revolution. We they talk too much.